Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another discipleship review. Um, Richard Perkins, Eric Perkins. Um, this past Saturday, we looked at Ezekiel chapter 37, 1 through 14, with our topic being just the word offers. Offers. God offers so much. Offers repentance and salvation and forgiveness if we will accept the offer. So, um, this is, I've kind of said it. This is one of the, if you didn't know any other chapter in Ezekiel, if you didn't even know this chapter was from Ezekiel, you have probably heard some discussion, some sermon on the Valley of Dry Bones. And so, you want to start us off, Rich?
Yeah. As I was looking at this, if you've been following with us, if you've gone through Ezekiel with us, then there's this phrase that you are constantly seeing and reading in Ezekiel. And it says it again at the end of verse 6. It says, "And you shall know that I am the Lord. You will know that I am God." And I looked it up, and this phrase happens and it's said 72 times in the book of Ezekiel. 72 times he keeps reminding him that this is happening, this is being done so that they will know that I am the Lord. And I know for some of us this may seem like a real far approach. It may seem like he's taking a long approach to go through all of this just to show them that he is the Lord. Like, we could probably say, like, why don't you just call fire down, or why don't you just do something to show us, instead of going through this to experience. But God knows his people. God knows what they need. God knows how they're going to respond. And so this is the way God chose to do it. And all of this is happening. God is showing Ezekiel all these visions, these dreams, taking him to places so he can tell the people and share with them, and all this so that they will know that he is the Lord. And so it's amazing when you think about it. But at the same time, like, all of this is happening just so that Israel will know that he is the Lord. And so that was the thing that just, is really, it keeps sticking out to me. Like, every time I'm, reading Ezekiel and seeing what God is telling him and what he is doing, and, telling the people what they're going to go through, all of this is being done so that they will know that he is the Lord.
Yeah. You just said four words that I think need to be on a t-shirt somewhere. You said God knows his people.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that someone needs to make a t-shirt with that on there. Um, Along the same lines as you, Richard, um, I was looking at this, and this entire episode of exile, like, in a nutshell, Ezekiel's entire ministry is really to get Israel to understand that what they are currently experiencing is an example of God's tough love.
Mhm.
And like you were saying, like, we I think Israel, and then just us today, us looking at it, we would think, man, the emphasis here is tough, because I mean, you allowed the city that was dedicated, supposed to be dedicated to you. You allowed that to be destroyed. The
Mhm.
temple that was dedicated to you, you allowed that to be destroyed. This seems tough. Your people, like we just got, God knows his people, you let your people be taken away into slavery after
Yeah.
having a history of already being slaves in Egypt. Like, this seems so tough. It seems almost extreme, but I think we would miss the point if we didn't see the love in it. That God says, like, I I will restore. I will bring you back. I will breathe life in you again. But I need you to recognize that one essential part of this covenant relationship we're supposed to have, that I'm the Lord,
Yeah.
not you. I'm the Lord. I hold this together. I have all control. I reign on the throne. Not you don't, whether you worship me or not, I remain the Lord.
Yeah.
You can have as many idols as you want, and I will continually show you I am the Lord. And in if you look at it from God's perspective, it's almost, or not almost, it is, he is responding in kind to the fact that their actions suggest and show clearly they have forgotten that he is the Lord. They
Yeah.
have forgotten. I mean, when you are worshiping other gods in the temple that's dedicated to the one true God, you have forgotten who the Lord is. You really have. And
Yeah.
so they, like us today, we probably look at how God is working and what he's doing and go, well, I mean, I don't think it takes all that. I know I was wrong. I know I was wrong, but I don't think it took all that. But God knows his people,
Yeah.
and he is going to he's going to permit whatever it takes to get his people back focused, get them back, um, with a heart that is for him, that is towards him, that will obey him. And so, yeah, like this, like I agree with you. It seems like a long drawn out process. It seems pretty tough and extreme, but there
Yeah.
is an aspect of love that if we miss it, you really miss one of the essential characteristics of God, is that he doesn't do anything to destroy his people. Like, it was never the intention to, I'm done with Israel, I'm getting rid of them. They
Yeah.
could go to Babylon and I'll start over somewhere else. Like, even in Babylon, God is there with them. He's sending vision after vision, message after message to get them back on track. Like, this is not your permanent destination. You will
Yeah.
be coming back, but what are you going to look like when you come back? What's going to be different when you come back? Because if not, I could line someone else up. Like, you can
Yeah.
see, like, I've gone out of my way to show you. It's not that he had to do it for himself. Like, oh, I already know what I can do, but I had
Yeah.
to show you this is where we can go with it, if that's what you choose to do. But just, you know it shouldn't take all that.
Yeah.
But any other thoughts?
No, that was pretty much it for me.
Okay. Okay. Well, then let's introduce, next week, next Saturday. We're going off the grid. When I say that, the next week, we are, in a sense, focusing on Ezekiel chapter 43, verses 1 through 12. It's not a lesson that's printed in our discipleship guides, but in looking at it, we thought this this is a good place to kind of summarize the ending of the book of Ezekiel, the ending of the ministry of Ezekiel. Um, and so we will have questions that we will put up, both on Facebook, our Carver page, and then also those of you who have given us your email address, we will email the questions directly to you. We will also be, throughout this week, kind of sending, our notes, if you will, so you can kind of read it in companionship with this, the chapter 43. So, yeah, kind of exciting for us, doing something a little bit different.
Yeah.
And we really hope that you will, be benefited by it. So, if you have any questions, you can leave comments here. Um, You can email me directly. Very simple. RobertEricPerkins@gmail.com. ERICK. Please spell it correctly. That's the only right way to spell that. Robert Eric ERICK Perkins@gmail.com. Other than that, we hope you have a great Monday. We really hope we're very close to the end of Ezekiel. After this week's lesson, we will be doing a complete kind of review and summary of the entire book, of all the kind of material and the scriptures that we've covered, to focus on the lessons we should have hopefully gathered from this book. And so, yeah, we are excited. We want you to join us if you haven't already. Um, you can see my email on the screen. If you have any questions, if it's unclear in any way, send me an email and we'll go from there. Other than that, have a great Monday. Did I miss anything, Rich?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. All right, then. Have a great Monday.